Hey, I'm Big Jeff from Big Jeff Online. I started all this out of the trunk of my car in Miami, Florida, selling security cameras and other things, and it grew into car audio, which has always been my passion. Always been my passion. Get bigger and bigger and bigger. Alright, I'm Big Jeff, I am he, you are you. No, it sounds kind of weird, but just make sure I don't get mixed up. Want to thank you all for getting me here. Here we are with another awesome black diamond product. This is a full range loudspeaker. I know they're called all different things. Some call them mid-bass, mid-range. Loudspeaker, full range, and probably a bunch of others. I call them loudspeakers of full range. Cool thing, this is the DIA-M6. This is a 6.5-inch mid-range loudspeaker, and it is 8 ohms. For all of you new people, why 8 ohms? Well, originally this stuff was all like DJing home, and then the whole loudspeaker frenzy kicked in years back, and they started switching over. But because people wire up so many, if you're at 8 ohms and you add to it, you can drop your ohms down. So for instance, 2 8-ohm speakers together in a parallel setup, positive, negative, we'll drop it down to 4 ohm, and so on. So you're able to put multiple speakers together, where if you started at 4 ohm, kind of a little more tricky, but can be done. But anyway, let's open her up. You do get a little owner's manual, not much to really tell. So I get this question all the time because people say, oh, it says 6.5 inch, but it doesn't fit my... Okay, loudspeakers are what I consider oversized 6, undersized 7. It's really in the middle. They are a little bit larger like than a coaxial. If you look at the spec sheet, and I'm going to read them off, they are always listed in the listings, but this one is 8 ohms. RMS is 225 watts. So for people who've been around, we know this is kind of around the average for them, unless you get into Neos or others, but you don't need a lot to make these things get loud and clear. So it's a 450 watt peak. They're rating this to be between 125 hertz all the way up to 8 kilohertz. 125 hertz is definitely mid-bass, if you know, kind of on the bar there. So that's why I said it's mid-bass, mid-range, and it'll play up very high. Recommended crossover though, if you're using one, they're saying to cut it off at 140 hertz. Why? You don't want too much bass going to these. They're not made for that. They don't have the excursion like you would in the subwoofer. They're not designed for that. So they're saying definitely cut it off at 140. I would probably cut it off around 150, me personally, but it depends how much mid-bass you're trying to get. We can get into the others, but basically this is what we're doing. We're slapping speakers in cars and we are getting them loud. Overall diameter says 6.61, and the depth is small. It's 2.83. It's a small speaker, as you're going to see depth-wise. And then the actual motor diameter is only 4.72. Okay, so let's put that to the side. I want to open this up so you can see they are mounted in a cardboard mount. There is another piece of cardboard on there to stop anything from hitting the cone, as you can see. Please don't do the, oh, it came with a hole in it. Obviously, no, that's from you screwing it in and not paying attention using the proper tool. I can't tell you how many people try to swear like it came from China with a hole in it. But anyways, you can see here, the mounting depth, what we're talking about. It does have a beefy magnet on there. But for only 225 watts, I think they sound great. Now, some people are probably going to comment, why didn't you hook it up to play it? How do you really tell what it sounds like on YouTube? My wife does that to me all the time, and it's like, we hear subs go, and we really can't tell how loud that is. And that was actually the wife calling in there. I'm sorry about that. And so you really can't tell by me playing this how loud or how clear, especially when you're playing it back on a phone and everything else. But anyway, I can tell you from personal experience, they do have a good amount of mid-bass. They are very clean and they are very loud, giving them that 2 to 250 watts RMS good power. I would definitely match this up with a black diamond amplifier. We just did a video on the new P3600 4X AD, and these would be great on there. You could technically take 6 of them on there and put 2 on each channel, and it would be incredibly loud. So looking at this, it's a normal, I mean, there's not much to say. It's got the black diamond that's actually pressed into the casting. It's got some venting going on. There's a nice spider in there. I mean, it's simple. It's simple. And simple gets you a cost of $42.99 each. And no matter where you buy it from, either online or wherever, generally you're going to get a discount buying multiples of them. So for, let's just say 42 bucks, or if you're buying multiples under $40, it's a great speaker. I can tell you here, and I always rate stuff on how much gets returned. Our return rate is, I think, I don't know, it's not even 1%, because out of 1,000 we might have taken back 5 or 6, which tells me it's a good product. So here you go. We're talking about the Black Diamond DIA-M6. It is a 8-ohm loudspeaker for 225 watts RMS. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. They usually put a button around here, but I know it's at the bottom. And make sure you comment and share this. If I said something off, let me know. I'm learning with you, and we can learn together. Also, leave in comments if there's other products you want us to unbox or talk about. We are going to be planning to do some question and answer stuff. You can find this at Big Jeff Audio. They'll put the website here, and you can get that. All orders come with free merchandise as a thank you back. We have everything from knives to flashlights to cups to shirts. We always give stuff away. So I want to thank you for checking the video out. Make sure you share it. And I'm going to sign off. Big Jeff, we'll see you soon.